The options for buying lumber locally are limited, so we treasure them. And they'll grab the intercom and they'll say, "Ron, shed ale, 4-quarter walnut, 5-quarter cherry," and I go down there and then Ron pitches up and loads it on the trailer and he tallies it up and writes it on a little piece of paper. I would imagine there's not much in it for Johnson's to cater to the little person coming to do a small project. It's important to them to provide these lumber products to the likes of myself and other small furniture making businesses.
We are known for growing excellent quality sugar maple trees.
The real goals and objectives here are to keep a good, healthy forest and keep these trees growing. Here in Vermont, we've got some of the best quality hard maple in the world.
We carry all of the soft maple, hard maple, ash, red oak, white oak, all the birches, white, yellow, red, native Vermont cherry, and butternut.
When customers say, you know, I want a piece made out of cherry, I'd rather it was Vermont cherry than Pennsylvania cherry. And so, no problem. Go buy Vermont cherry. Vermont is high quality. When I tell a customer that the wood is from just down the road, they think that's really cool. The lumber industry is an integral part of life in Vermont. And a company like the A. Johnson will absolutely shape the land that it works on. They treat the forest with respect. They're not just using the lumber as a product to sell, they are stewards of the land.
It's called silviculture, which is the art and science of harvesting trees and growing trees. We're doing our best to make sure that we're providing the mill with quality logs to saw.
There's some wicked timber down through there.
Without the lumber companies, the forest would be less healthy, not more healthy.
Quality lumber does start in the woods with the trees that are growing. If it's a good growing tree with good form, it's going to produce high quality lumber coming out of the sawmill.
Each tree is its own character, and when you interact with a fresh piece of wood, you're interacting with something that is unique, natural, and so you have to learn to deal with its idiosyncrasies, and you cannot force it to be anything other than what it needs to be. I'm looking at grain and clarity and width and color. One of the things I learned is that there's really nothing new. You use the grain of the wood in order to create beauty, where you put it, how you use it, to allow it to move, to breathe. That is something that never gets old. I'm pretty good with my hands. I'm pretty good with the material, making things very carefully, one piece at a time. A lot of time goes into those pieces. A lot of it goes up and down the East Coast, the whole of the Eastern Seaboard, all the way up and down to Florida. This is going to Philadelphia, and the woman who ordered this has another exact replica of this bed, which she ordered 30 years ago. So it's what we call a white glove service. When they get to the customer's house, they're going to take the bed up to the bedroom, they're going to set it up, they'll put the mattress and box spring in there. The customer doesn't have to do a thing. In all that time, Billy Wilson has not damaged a single piece of furniture of mine. It's a pretty good record.
Our sense of pride in the things that we do here and the traditions in doing it, it shows in the craftsmanship and in the quality of the products that we produce.
The A. Johnson Company is offering sawn lumber. This is a very different thing. You don't get that at Lowe's and Home Depot. I say, you know, it's possible to have a little bit more character in it, depending on exactly where it's come from. If you go to the rack and look for the top grade of lumber, then there is a standard that it has to meet, and there's no question that when Johnson puts a label on a piece of wood, then it's going to adhere to those standards. These raw boards, which are just a stack full of potential, and it's up to you to find out what that potential is, you know. Give me all that character.